This is my seventh half marathon that I've done. I just did it yesterday, the Sarasota Music Half Marathon, and it's got this little blingy thing because they put on the other side that it was their inaugural year, and it was just a great race. It was over the bridge into and out of Sarasota, and it went through the Selby Botanical Gardens, and as far as I know, that was the first time that any race has gone through that beautiful place, and it was wonderful that they opened it up for us. And it was just very serene. They had lots of bands and orchestras, including one in the middle of the gardens and also one at the top of the bridge with cheerleaders. And it was a really well organized, probably one of the best half marathons I've ever done, of all seven of them. So you may say, okay, Ellen, well, 16 people in your age group finished ahead of you out of a total of 59. And what I say to that is many of them were from out of state. You can see where they're from on the race results. And at this time of year, we get lots of snowbirds. And many of them, I would say, were also what I would call full-time athletes. And I met a lot of these folks at the National Senior Games when I competed there a couple of years ago. Not an ounce of fat on them. And they had hired their coaches from UCLA's track team to come coach them there. And I am so not into that. I sit at the computer about 8 or more hours of the day, and I run maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And for the half, I only trained about that same time, 3 or 4 times a week. And the longest I ran was 9 miles in preparation for this. And also, I had just come off of in December getting 6 first place awards at the state Florida Senior Games in everything from the 50 meters to the 1500 meters. So I really backed off running from that because that took a lot of time to prepare for that as well. And I just figured, if I don't finish the half marathon, I can always walk it because I knew it was going to be a beautiful route. So I was quite surprised and happy to see. I was only seconds off my PR at 2 hours and 37 minutes. And I also was surprised to see that I beat a number of people whose names I'm used to seeing in 5K races that usually beat me in this geographical area of Sarasota and Venice, Florida. So, I just do it to show you can on a plant-based diet, a healthy, balanced plant-based diet. And, if you have any doubts about how to eat or any issues yourself, you should consult a registered dietitian who is vegan or plant-based, whatever name you want to give it, because there's so much misinformation out there, and it really makes me sad. I hear it almost on a daily basis. So the other thing, I went in this morning for some physical therapy. A vegan diet will not cure flat feet, I am sorry to say, and I have some issues with that have plagued me all my life. And so the therapist is looking at my chart. She's going, "You are not that old." I mean, she was like, she had this double take looking at the chart, and it was really funny to see that, as I often do. So in other vegan news you can use, just wanted to say that maybe you've heard that Beyonce is starting a vegan in-home meal delivery service. And from what I hear, and I've heard different prices, so I'm not going to quote it, but it is pretty hugely expensive. And many people have contacted me saying, you should get your book into her hands. Yes, this is my firstborn child here, my first book. And at least after her 22-day program ends, people should have access to, when they wean themselves off of it, how to do this a lot more cheaply. So if anybody has her contact information or knows how to reach her, please do mention that I am happy to supply her with as many books as she might need once her program is over, for a small nominal fee, of course. All right, well, my goal always is to finish without injury. If I can help you or those you love achieve your goals in some kind of fitness, I'm a certified personal trainer as well as a running coach. Um, so I hope you are having a great week, and let me know if I can help. You can find me at vegcoach.com. Gotta run.